Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. Got a big NFL slate today, guys, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Not going to cover the Jags and Buffalo game. It's just on super early. I probably need to start maybe making a separate video on that the day before, because I just can't record it in time. So cover all the other matchups, starting with the Baltimore Ravens versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ravens opening up as a 5-point road favorite with the over-under at 39. Ravens coming into this matchup 3-1. The Steelers 2-2. Head-to-head, Pittsburgh is 6-4. 5-4-1 covering the spread. As far as injuries, looks like they're getting Odell Beckham back, which is nice for the Ravens here. And then Pittsburgh, no Pat Freiermuth, so missing a big weapon there. They're missing their punter. It looks like Kenny Pickett is good to go, so that is good. Missing their center. This Pittsburgh team's just been a mess, coming off a 30-6 loss against Houston. And both of their losses, they've scored 7 points or less here. So when they've lost, they've really struggled here. Baltimore coming off a big Cleveland win, 28-3. Pretty dominating performance against Cleveland. Baltimore 4-1 covering on the road. Going to be a tough one. Get favored on the road, but we've just seen how bad the Steelers offense is. I just don't love the Steelers here. I like the Ravens on the road. And, Kenny Pickett just hasn't looked that good. Probably playing a little bit banged up. And definitely not 100%. And I think I'm going to have to take the Ravens -5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Carolina Panthers versus the Detroit Lions. Detroit opening up as a 9.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 44. Carolina coming into this matchup 0-4. Detroit 3-1. Head-to-head, Carolina is 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings here. Don't see any major injuries in this matchup, except for Detroit. No Amon-Ra St. Brown, so that is a big loss. And no Jahmyr Gibbs, so they are missing two key guys on offense. Jameson Williams, though, making his debut from suspension, so that's a good addition there. Carolina hasn't won a game, hasn't looked that good here, coming off a Minnesota loss. Detroit on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a big Green Bay win. They're coming off they're coming off that Thursday night game, and they've had plenty of time to rest here. Carolina, just 2-12 on the road. Not a good road team here. They are good against Detroit, but from what I've seen, I just don't trust this Carolina team. Detroit at home, they're playing great. I think I'm going to take Detroit -9.5 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Houston Texans versus the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta opening up as a 2.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 42. Both teams coming into this matchup 2-2. Head-to-head, Houston is 3-2. 3-2 covering the spread. Not seeing any crazy injuries here. Houston on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Jaguars and Pittsburgh win, a dominant back-to-back 30-plus point games here. CJ Stroud's looked very good in this offense, and they've been putting up points. In Atlanta, 2 back-to-back disappointing games, coming off a 7- and 6-point game, losing to Detroit and the Jags. The offense just has not looked very good these last 2 games for Atlanta. 0-10 against the NFC. Houston's 0-10 against the NFC, but I'm not going to look into that too much. I like Houston here. They're playing good. They can score. Falcons just haven't been able to score, which is definitely a problem. And I'm going to buy a point here, and I like Houston +3.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the New York Giants versus the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins opening up as a 13-point home favorite with the over-under at 47.5. Giants coming into this matchup 1-3. The Dolphins 3-1. Head-to-head, the Giants are 5-2. No Saquon Barkley, and then they're missing all of their linemen: Andrew Thomas, Shane Lemieux, John Michael Schmidt. So another game of the Giants having pretty much just no protection for Daniel Jones here, which is going to be rough. Giants coming off a 3-point game against Seattle. Back-to-back. I mean, they've scored 12 against San Francisco. They've had games this season where they've scored 0 and 3. Like, that's just not good. And then 12. They had the one win against Arizona, but man, they had to fight to get that. Miami coming off a brutal loss, losing 48-20 against Buffalo. They put up 70 the week prior and then get 48 put on them. The NFL is just pretty crazy here, but I like Miami 13-2 at home, where they've been absolutely dominant. 6-1 covering the spread here. Giants just aren't going to be able to keep up with the Dolphins offense, and the Dolphins coming off a bad loss. I think they're going to take it out on the Giants here, and I'm going to take the Dolphins minus 13 in money line at home. Next matchup, we've got the New Orleans Saints versus the New England Patriots. Patriots opening up as a 1-point home favorite with the over-under at 39. Saints coming into this matchup 2-2. The Patriots 1-3. Head-to-head, the Patriots are 5-3 head-to-head here. As far as injury goes, it looks like Derek Carr is good to go, so that is good. New England, no real crazy injuries here. Saints on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Tampa Bay and Green Bay loss. Patriots coming off a 3-point, just put up 3 points against Dallas. Bad loss there for them. Both teams kind of struggling here. Patriots, to me, they've looked worse. The offense just has not looked good. The Saints 8-3 covering against the Patriots here. In a pick'em scenario, pretty much. You're getting Saints as an underdog. They just have the better defense and better offense with Carr. Got Kamara back. I mean, they just have more weapons. Patriots offense, Mac Jones just does not look good. Even at home, I just don't trust them here, and I think I'm just going to take Saints money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Tennessee Titans versus the Indianapolis Colts. Titans opening up as a 2.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 43.5. Both teams coming into this matchup 2-2. Head-to-head, the Titans are 6-4. 6-4 covering the spread. Tennessee missing some defensive players. Colts getting Jonathan Taylor back, signing that contract, so star running back is back for them, which is good. They're missing some defensive players as well. Titans coming off a big Cleveland win, or Cincinnati win, 27-3, dominating win for them. Colts coming off a tough loss against the Rams, 29-23. Titans 5-0 covering against the Colts. 5-0 straight up against the Colts. 5-1 covering on the road against the Colts here. They've been very good against the Colts, and this one's a tough one here. Titans looked good last week, coming off the week prior, losing, only putting up 3 points here, but both of their wins this season, they put up 27. So when they're putting up 20 points, they've so far they're 2-0 this season here. And Colts, they've been putting up points. They've put up 20 plus points in every game so far. So you're probably going to get a high scoring affair here. I like the Titans here. Make the case. I don't hate the Colts at home. I don't know. Just something when I look at this line, I just gravitate more towards the Titans here, who are coming off a nice win. And Derrick Henry looked great. The offense, defense looked great here. I think I'm going to take the Titans minus 2.5 in money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Arizona Cardinals. Bengals opening up as a 3-point road favorite with the over-under at 45. Both teams coming into this matchup 1-3 head to head. Arizona is 4-3, 4-3 covering the spread. No T. Higgins. That's a big loss for Cincinnati. Cincinnati coming off a 3-point performance against Tennessee. They just have not looked good here. 2 of their games this season, they've only put up 3 points here. Joe Burrow clearly is hurt. He's not, I mean, they can't even move the ball. There's just a lot of issues going on with the Bengals. Don't really know what the deal is besides Burrow. The offense just looks, I mean, just like the worst in the league. I mean, it's very bad. Arizona coming off a big 49ers loss here. Cincinnati 1-4 against Arizona. Haven't beat them head to head. They're 0-4-1 covering the spread right now. And Arizona, surprisingly, even though they're 1-3, they sure have played way better than the Bengals at 1-3. That's for sure. And Arizona's been able to put up points and be in some competitive games here. I'm taking the half a point. I'm taking Arizona plus 3.5 at home. Just haven't seen enough from the Bengals. If the Bengals would have played like they're supposed to, they'd be big favorites, and everyone would be on the Bengals here. But I think the Bengals are in serious trouble right now, and the offense looks horrible. No T. Higgins, which is more pressure on the offense to perform. Yeah, give me Cardinals plus 3.5 here. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Los Angeles Rams. The Eagles opening up as a 4-point road favorite with the over-under at 50.5. Eagles coming into this matchup 4-0. The Rams 2-2. Head-to-head, the Eagles are 7-3. 8-2 covering the spread. No Fletcher Cox for Philly. Rams, looks like they're getting Cooper Kupp back, so that is a big addition to this offense, being able to get Kupp back. Philly on a 4-game winning, undefeated so far, coming off a 3-point Washington win, a close game that was. Rams coming off a big Colts win. Philly, they're 6-1 covering against the Rams, 6-1 straight up against the Rams. So they've been pretty dominant against the Rams. 9-1 on the road, keeping the undefeated streak alive here. Hard to bet against Philly. It really is. I mean, they're playing well both ends. And I like the Eagles on the road. I think the Rams will definitely keep it close with Cooper Kupp back, which is good to see. But I just think I'm going to lean with the Eagles -4 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Minnesota Vikings. Chiefs opening up as a 3.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 52.5. Chiefs coming into this matchup 3-1. The Vikings 1-3. Head-to-head, the Chiefs are 5-2, 4-2-1 covering the spread. Not seeing any major injuries for this matchup here. Chiefs coming off a close Jets win, 23-20. Minnesota coming off a 21-13 win against Carolina. And yeah, I just don't know what's up with Minnesota. They do not look good. They can't get the wins. They've been able to put up points here, but man, it's just been ugly football for Minnesota here. Kansas City 6-0 on the road, 5-2 against Minnesota. I just do not trust the Vikings here. They just have not looked good. And I'm going to buy a point just because I don't like this line. And I'll take Chiefs -2.5 and money line on the road. Next matchup, we got the New York Jets versus the Denver Broncos. Denver opening up as a 2.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 43.5. Jets coming into this matchup 1-3. Denver also 1-3. Head-to-head, Denver is 7-3. 7-3 covering the spread. Jets missing some cornerbacks today. No major injuries really for Denver. Jets, on a 3-game losing streak, coming off a tough Chiefs loss. Denver coming off a big Chicago win, a huge comeback win for them. And this is a tough one. Battle of the 1-3 teams. You know, Zach Wilson didn't look horrible last week. They were able to actually move the ball. The offense actually played pretty well for the most part. But the Jets 0-6 on the road. They just cannot win on the road. 2-5 against Denver. 2-5 covering against Denver here. I think Denver gets it done at home. I just look at it as a whole. Denver's defense, look, the defense has been getting lit up here. That's for sure here. But the Jets have only put up 22 points as their season high this year. So they're not a very high scoring team to begin with. And I like Denver at home. I just think the offense is better. I think Russ finds a way at home. Definitely an ugly matchup here, which I'm definitely probably not betting on, but I'd probably take a shot with Denver -2.5 and money line at home. Then the last matchup, we've got Sunday Night Football. We've got the Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners opening up as a 3.5 point home favorite with the over-under at 45. Cowboys coming into this matchup 3-1. San Francisco 4-0. Head-to-head, Dallas is 6-4 head-to-head here. Not seeing any major injuries for Dallas. Same with 49ers. Dallas coming off a big win against New England, 38-3. San Francisco undefeated, coming off a big Arizona win, 35-16. They've put up 30-plus points in every single game so far this season here. This Niners team is for real. McCaffrey playing great, Purdy playing great, offense and defense are playing great. They're 9-0 covering the spread at home, 16-1 in their last 17 games. It's just going to be hard to bet against the Niners here at home. Dallas playing their best defense so far this season. We're going to see how well they play against a very good defense. And we'll see what kind of Dak shows up. I think it's going to be tough against this Niners team. Going to be a good game. I'm behind a point, and I'm going to take the Niners -2.5 and money line at home. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.